getpulse.com, www.getpulse.com, nationally accredited fitness brand, independently owned by yours truly right here, Elena Sanders. Make sure you go to getpulse.com. You can become a fitness instructor today, whether it's online setting or you can do a live training. Let me tell you a little bit about Get Pulse. Get Pulse is not only a nationally accredited fitness brand, it is internationally known, as well as its own music, own choreography, mixes, and so much more. We teach instructors how to be successful in their classes by educating them on the body, as well as engaging their students, choreography, on cueing, so much more. Check out getpulse.com today.
Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Elena Sanders. Interstate Live. Elena Sanders.
Yo. It's your girl, Elena Sanders, on 101.9 Interstate Live, giving you the news you can use, giving you the music succeed. As I stated earlier, we are live, broadcasting live at 179 countries, broadcasting right here out of Atlanta, Georgia. 101.9 Interstate Live Radio is the name. I have a special guest on with me today, you guys, and we are going to hear from the phenomenal person, phenomenal voice. We're going to hear her music. Welcome to the show, everybody, Miss Harmony Devoe.
Yay! Thank you for having me, Elena, and Interstate Live. I appreciate you guys at 101.9. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So we're just going to go, I wouldn't say dissect the music. We're just going to go through your entire repertoire, the sonogram tonight, and hear about what you're doing as well. And we want to hear a little bit more about the feminine side of the music industry, how it is for females to be actually in this industry and what it takes and what you have to do. There's so many artists that are out there that want to be a part of this actual industry, especially females, and they want to know how to get into it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm pretty sure you could share some of that with us. Tell us a little bit about Harmony.
Yeah, well, everything in Harmony is divine, and I have been a published songwriter for about 12 years. I am an indie recording artist, and I decided in 2015 to be an artist. I got tired of people saying, hey, who's doing the background vocals? Hey, who wrote that? And whose beautiful voice is that? And I was cool being in the background, so I decided to, you know what, let me get my work out here myself. So you guys will get a taste of my floeticism, and I appreciate the love. I really do.
So tell us a little bit about, we're going to go with your first song in a minute, but tell us a little bit about Forever My Boo. What was your inspiration about that? Did you write this song, or just give us a little bit more about it?
Yes. Well, I wrote everything on the project Chronicles of a Lyricist. Like I said, well, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I live in Tampa, Florida now. And I got a huge opportunity to write for Anita Baker's camp, some producers within camp, and it was very exciting for me to have that opportunity, because I started as a poet, then went songwriter. So with Forever My Boo, that is like the #1 Coleman Love Greek video out there. So for people who don't know anything about Divine Nine or Greeks, I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, along with my beautiful DJ today, Miss Elena. And
yes.
Brothers of Omega Psi Phi came in. It was not planned, actually. The guy that was supposed to do the lead role in Forever My Boo stood me up last minute. So, of course, one of the brothers came through last minute, and it just kind of developed into its own little love story for Deltas, Qs, and the whole Greek love thing that we have in all our Divine Art organizations. So, Forever My Boo was simply a song I wrote to really catapult real love, true love, without all the raunchiness to it. And it's just, I'm metaphoric when I write. So it's just talking about how much I love this person, but they're like the rhyme in my mind, the bass within me. It's just a beautiful, beautiful song. And people actually really, really love the song, and it makes me feel really good. I love it.
So introduce Forever My Boo to the audience, and we're going to just blast it right here on Interstate Live Radio. The first song of the night, Forever My Boo. Go ahead and introduce it, Harmony.
Forever My Boo. Guys, just tune in right now. Check it out. Download it worldwide. Look at it on YouTube with the beautiful video. Here is my beautiful, beautiful love song and love story called Forever My Boo.
Traveling to a place that I ain't think it would go. They make you in the lab. The chemistry is crazy, it got me going mad. And while we grew to the beat, I need a ride. But only want you in the seat, real love.
You always know what I hear. The rhyme in my mind. The bass that fulfills me. With you there is no time. How long we've been together. Forever our love will last. We have a special something that will last and last and last. I love the way you are, the way you play my keys. You know just how to do it. Always hitting that high C. Forever you're my boo. Says to take my heart. The music I hear is you. The love we share is true. Heart belongs to you. Forever you're mine. The music I hear is you. The love we share is true. Heart belongs to you. Forever you're mine. I love the way you are, the way you play my keys. You know just how to do it. Always hitting that high C. Forever you're my boo. Says to take my heart. The love we share is true.
Come on.
Heart belongs to you. Forever you're mine.
I know you hear it. I know you like it, baby. Let's go along with it.
You're tuned in to 101.9 Interstate Live Radio, giving you the news you can use while you cruise. Down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate, down the...
It's a special guest on Interstate Live with Elena Sanders. Tune in now.
You're still tuned to Interstate Live right here with your girl Elena Sanders on 101.9, giving you the music that you need to succeed throughout the day. We bring you some new music today. That was Forever My Boo by my girl Harmony Devoe. Man, let's give her a round of applause for that. That was hot. That was hot. And you said also there is a video to this song, correct?
Yes, girl, that video is hot. If they go to Harmony Devoe on YouTube, they can see the full video, and I don't know how many people in this lifetime got a boo that will forever be they boo, even if they married, gone on, friends, that's still they boo for life. So it's a really hot track. You got to check it out. Download it for me.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, before we get into your next song, let's talk a little bit about the music industry. How did you actually get started in music? What was it that sparked your interest? I want to be a writer. I want to be a singer. This is something that I want to do for maybe the rest of my life, or I don't know if it's something that's a passion that you're doing on the side. Just tell everybody a little bit about that.
So what's ironic is I've been singing my whole life since I was 9, and I was classically trained as a pianist for about 14 years. I don't play anymore. I think that helps contribute to my ability to merge metaphoric words with melodic sounds. That's what I call lyricism in motion. So I always kind of speak metaphorically when I talk. But I come from church. I came from the church background, singing just praise and worship. And one of my close friends, Jackie Glenn, reached out to me and handpicked some ladies for a gospel group. We were supposed to back up for Twinkie Clark of the Clark Sisters, and we were ready to go. And I was the only one in the girl group who knew how to write secular music. So they, at the time, back in the day, they wanted music that was kind of a crossover R&B into the gospel realm. So the first song I wrote was All God's Love, and we took it from the DeBarge, All This Love, and rewrote it as a gospel hit. Wow. So it was awesome. But of course the deal fell through because gospel didn't pay the same, and they were telling us not to quit our daytime jobs. So
and this was the label that was saying that, or it was the
label. This was the label, because people have to understand when you're selling units, as they say, or CDs or what have you, when you download music off even iTunes, the artist gets about a penny to 2 cents. So it's very, very challenging for indie artists to really break wide unless something pretty much goes viral or, really takes off on its own. So that's why I have so much respect for indie artists like myself, because the grind is serious. It really is serious, and you're doing a lot of investment on your own. So how I got into that is I was introduced to an 8-time Grammy Award winning producer, like I said, who founded Chapter 8 with Anita Baker and another producer. And I showed them some of my writings, and they absolutely loved it. And they connected me with an artist they were working with, Lori King, who is she's a European artist who sounds so soulful. Her voice would trick you. So I ended up writing like 3 songs on her Still in Love project, and things just kind of took off from there with me writing for other artists in Florida and Michigan, because I had relocated to Florida shortly thereafter, like in 2006.
That's awesome.
Really, I'm a shy person. I used to be. Let me say
real.
That. I used to be very shy, and like I said, I was so comfortable as just a writer, writing for other people, so they can have the fame and the fanfare. I just wanted to kind of fall back and have a sense of normalcy in my family, and just my name be known as a writer. So my former spouse threw me out on stage. So I have to give him thanks for that. He threw me out on stage to perform. And so, like, on the East Coast of Florida, they were like, "You done married J. Blige here? You done married?" No, I'm not married yet, but I appreciate the feedback, and I would
Thanks
love
for speaking into my life.
Exactly, because I want the Grammys with checks like she has, So basically, those are my humble beginnings. That's how I started, and then I really fell in love with my craft of writing. I'm very proud of all of my musical works, but my favorite of everything I've written is called Your Piano. It's really, really, really beautiful, and that's basically my humble beginnings and how this started for me.
So let's get into that. Introduce this song. Tell us a little bit about Your Piano and introduce it to the listening audience.
Well, Your Piano, basically, we're all sexual beings, and so there's a way that we can talk about our sensuality and our beauty and what we like in each other without just saying it like they do on air. right now. And so if you really tune in, it's really metaphoric. And I'm talking about the piano, which is one of my favorite instruments, with the bass and the sax. And I'm saying how I wish this man was my piano and I'd let him softly stroke my keys, in a clean, but it's so sexual and sensual. And it's real R&B. It's grown folk music. And I really hope you guys like it. This is my favorite song out of everything I've ever written. I love this song. Love it.
And without further ado, guys, right here, Your Piano, Harmony Devoe.
Wish I was your piano. I'd let you softly stroke my keys. Wish I was your piano and let you softly stroke my keys as you play my tune, listening to my melodies. Memories play, fitting harmonies, gently touch my notes. I hit a major C, and you caress my ebony as you run the scale. Hold the breath. Your attraction to you is musical, physical, sexual. Your touch, your skin, you're beautiful. Kissing the melodies on your piano. My attraction to you is musical and it's physical. No, it's sexual. Your touch, your skin, you're beautiful. Kissing the melodies on your piano. Wish I was your piano. Play my treble and bass clef. Staccato on my note. On my nose, sing in the key of S. Sweet sound of music comes from deep inside. Pressing my pedals, you prolong the sound. B flat to A flat as you play the bass down. Sexual, your touch, your skin, you're beautiful. Kissing the melodies on your piano. My attraction to you is musical and it's physical. No, it's sexual. Your touch, your skin, you're beautiful. Kissing the melodies on your piano. You are so beautiful and your notes are so sweet. Right across my piano, your fingers ask me how deep. My strings are tuned, my notes way I sing. Your piano beat through eternity. Attraction to you is musical, physical, sexual. Your touch, your skin, you're beautiful. Kissing the melody on your piano. B flat to A flat. Yes, you need your touch, your kiss, you're beautiful. Kissing the melody on your piano. Attraction to you is musical, physical, sexual.
You're tuned in to 101.9 Interstate Live Radio, giving you the news you can use while you cruise. Down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate.
And we are back right here on Interstate Live Radio 101.9, giving you what you need to succeed as you are cruising down the interstate. You may be in your car, you may be at home, you may be at work, but I am just so excited that you're just listening to me, because you could be listening to any other station in the world, but you're tuned into 101.9 Interstate Live Radio. I am back with my girl, my soror. We wear the crimson and cream. Yes, I can shout that out. Miss Harmy Devoe, we just heard your amazing song, Your Piano. That was hot.
Thank you so much. Shout out to our divas of DST.
Yes.
That
was
yes,
hot,
ma'am.
Sarah.
Glad you liked it. Indeed. Yes.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. So, with Your Piano, you had my favorites. Let me make sure I got the songs right. You had my favorite, my Forever Boo, Forever My Boo. So now we're about to get into the next song of the night. Delicious. What?
Girl, it gets kind of grown.
Okay, now it's a grown show. This is grown. So let me put out a disclaimer for those who have their babies up listening to us. It's time for them to take a nap. I need y'all to go put them in the bed. I'll go turn on something else so you can listen to us. We about to get grown and sexy here because we grown. How about that? So tell us a little bit about Delicious.
Delicious. Okay, so first let me put the disclaimer out here. I'm a Neo-Soul, okay? Artist. So I'm a cross between, I do my poetry, I do my singing, okay? So I'm like a flavor of Michelle Andeggio for the grown people that know her, Jill Scott. So Delicious was really just that. Again, my project Chronicles of a Lyricist is very, very sensual. It's sexual. When I was writing, I was malnourished in my relationship, so I just put my pen to paper and I wrote. So Delicious is all about the design of a man and how delicious have you ever looked at a man and he was so fine that you got hungry for Popeye's chicken, a leg and a thigh or something?
Come on. Looking good.
So I had to put it in a song and tell everybody, especially our kings, how delicious and beautiful their design is. So that's what Delicious is all about.
All right, guys, we have to listen to this. We're going to have to get into this song. Stay tuned. Yeah. Stay locked as we are going to go right into Delicious, Harmy Devoe, right here in the Stay Live, baby.
Girl, I'm having a hot blast talking about Delicious. I love that song.
Delicious. from my sex. You are so delicious, delicious. You are so delicious. You taste like candy, so manly. I love the way you make me feel. Your touch, your smile, your lips, those eyes. In a dream it was real. Don't ever doubt my love for you. Hold on to me, and we will have a feast together. Baby, you're so delicious. Delicious. Delicious, yeah. Hershey kiss, I'm into you. You're so fine, baby. Like the sky is blue, and you're the air I breathe. And your love is so contagious. Baby, you're my Hershey kiss, and I'm so into you. And you're so fine, baby. Like that sky is blue, and you're the air I breathe. And that love is so contagious. Rise, rise, groove, move, curve, design. Chill, baby. The way you quiver when you touch me, babe. Yes. Is it the rhythm thoughts? Is it the groove of your move? Curve of my hips. How about designing your lips? Is it the chill of my quiver? The touch as you shiver? The muscle you flex? How about the sweat from my sex? You are so delicious. Oh yeah, oh babe, you're so delicious. Rise, dance, groove, move, curve, design. Chill, baby. The way you touch me when I shiver, babe. Yeah. Woo. Delicious.
Your number one hit station in town.
We are the W.N. Walker Agency. Whether you're looking to purchase an investment property for the first time or just looking to add on to a large portfolio, we can help. We secure private money funding from sources for investors all over the United States. Our programs are very flexible and provide you access to funding with minimum credit requirements. Whether you're looking for commercial or residential, refinance, or even a direct purchase, we can make it happen for you. Reach out to us online at www.wnwalker.com or call us directly or even text at 212-390-1198. We look forward to servicing you and getting you the loan to fund your dreams.
You're tuned in to 101.9 Interstate Live Radio, giving you the news you can use while you cruise. Down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate.
Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Elena Sanders. Interstate Live. Elena Sanders.
Yup.
Interstate Live. Elena
Yup.
Sanders.
Yup.
Interstate Live. Elena
Yup.
Sanders. It's your girl.
Yup.
Interstate Live. Elena
Yup.
Sanders.
It's your girl, Lena Sanders, 101.9 Interstate Live, and my special guest is still with me. I know y'all heard that. That song was bad, baby. Delicious. I tell you.
Yeah.
Harmony, you get deep now. You're going to get somebody in trouble tonight. I don't know. There might be some delicious babies made off this music here.
Hey, girl, claim that all day. Have a baby on me. Just don't bring him to my house.
I know that's right. Now, we were talking earlier about females or women, I would say, women in the music industry. Tell me how hard it is to actually be a female artist, trying to get your music heard, being a writer, to be just to make a dent in this industry.
It's very, very hard. It's very, very challenging for women in this music industry. It's definitely about who you know. It's definitely about some sort of budget or monetary, input into the project. What I can say is, I mean, I've experienced my music stolen. I've experienced my voice being used and not gotten paid for my work. I've experienced all this. Almost like certain experiences you have of loss are like a rite of passage. This industry is very, very challenging to get into. So one thing that I've learned as a woman is sometimes you need to just have tough skin. You don't have to tolerate certain things, though. You don't have to lay on your back to get in this industry. That's something I will never do. I'd rather do it on my own than sacrifice my value for that. But that is me. Okay, so I don't judge anybody for your choices that you make, but just know no matter what somebody tells you that it's impossible, that you can't do it, just don't believe that. Totally don't believe it. If this is your dream and your passion and you feel you were designed and created by God to do this, continue to use whatever resources you have, however you need to do it to make it. So I have to encourage myself a lot of times and say that. I've walked away, for like 5 years. I didn't want anything to do with it because it's that challenging. But if you're created to do it, it calls you. You can't breathe unless you're doing it. So I hope I answered that.
Now
you
you mentioned something about your music being stolen. Now, that right there. I've written music before. Like I said, we were talking outside of this. I've done projects where I was accompanied on music and stuff like that, where I've gotten paid for it and legalities. So speak on that. Like, what did you do when you found out that someone actually had your music? What's the process, or what artists should be doing or to stop that from occurring?
Well, to be 100% honest with you, you can copyright your material, which you should from the start of go. It actually made me paranoid not to share material that I'm creating. At the time it's being created, I don't share. I did learn very early on the hard way that somebody you share it with, say you're excited about it, you want to tell them, hey, look what I wrote or look what I'm singing. And that person, if they have that ear or they can retain that, they can go back and change the key, change words, and you have absolutely no right to it whatsoever. You can sue, but in order to have anything come of that, that song has to pop off and it has to be making money. I've had attorneys say, well, hey, we got to wait and see what they do with the song and see if the song goes anywhere before it's even worth their time to sue or your time to even go through court to do it. Right. When I first started writing again, in the early phases, I didn't know what I know now about the music industry. I was just excited, to be a part, to be in the studio with greats like George Clinton and all these other people, that I was just sharing things out loud. And unfortunately, I had, I ran into some people who took advantage of that. And I still to this day have never gotten my money from that situation and hear my voice. So when I heard my voice doing the background vocals and I didn't get my paycheck, of course I felt violated. Totally.
Now,
because those are
you heard your background, but you heard your background vocals. Were you able to do something about that part? Maybe get an attorney to to help go out and seek your compensation, or was it even worth it?
I tried, and that latter part, they told me it wasn't, because that artist was indie and they didn't spark a hit. yet.
Okay.
So literally to this day, I'm waiting on them to spark that hit, and then I will sue them.
Wow.
To this day.
And maybe that's their karma. That's their karma. That's the reason why they probably didn't spark.
Gotta be careful. And from the start to go, definitely get your stuff copywritten. But at the same time, you want to, you're either creative and you hate the business side or vice versa. Have people in place with you that can protect you. Make sure you have things in writing. If you're using a producer or someone and they're a work for hire, know the difference between a work for hire and someone you're sharing a song with.
Right.
So at the time, education is power. If you don't know, you can really get burned in this industry. So those are hard lessons. And I know a lot of people, more than not, Elaine, I think you're lucky not having experienced that, because a lot of people I've come cross paths with have had the same experience.
Well, and I hear that a lot going on with a lot of rappers. And then, of course, with some of the notable artists that we've heard, like this incident with, what is his name? The Marvin Gaye song and Robin Thicke, where the gays had to take him to court for songs that sound similar to their father's song. So we hear this a lot, but just to hear a person like yourself go through this situation, that's really heartbreaking. That's your work, that's your talent, that's your gift. And we hope that people will pay for that, but we know that everybody is not honest in doing so. So with this right here and the music that we're hearing, how great your music is, and your talent and your gift for writing music and visualizing the picture through words, your lyrics, this is amazing. So we now are coming up. You have an awesome title that's coming up, My Hershey Kiss. Tell us about that, girl.
Girl. Okay. I love all men. Let me just say that first. I'm a heterosexual female. No shade on anybody who is not. That's your business. However, I absolutely love Black men because I'm a Black woman. And I think that they're one of the most powerful creatures on the planet beside Black women. And I think that sometimes us as Black women, we overlook them a bit. And so there's certain parts of a man's body outside of the genitalia, it's grown folk, that I find very erotic and beautiful, like the small of the back, his hands and arms or hair on his arms. I have some weird things that I hone into. So My Hershey Kiss, I wanted to pay homage to and pump up Black men. So that song is all about them. And I had a visual of a Black man in a fedora with a cigar and cognac in the corner, in a smoky corner. You could barely see him, but you could see that smile as I was talking about his design. I hope y'all like it. That's straight neo. I'm R&B, but that particular sound right there, I don't think y'all ready for that one. That's grown folks, for real.
We gotta brace ourselves for this. So coming up, you guys, as Harmony just said, we gotta brace ourselves because she is about to describe this man to us. He is the Hershey Kiss. So right here on 101.9 Interstate Live, you guys, My Hershey Kiss, Harmony Devoe.
Your skin like chocolate, so dark and so smooth. Your smile melts me like butter. I wanna get in your groove. Your lips like cream, so tasty and sweet as they slide across mine. My heart skips a beat. Your skin like chocolate, so dark and smooth. Your smile must be like butter. Wanna get in your groove. touch of your hands. Beautiful black man. Soothing like milk. Full of flavor, not bland. You love me so deeply. Your heart aches for mine. Not long since I found you. Can't calculate the time. Ooh, taste and see how sweet it is to love him so. His heart he gives to me always, forevermore. I'll love this man for rich or for poor. My Hershey kiss, my almond joy, that king size heart makes me want you more. King size heart makes me want you more. I want you. I want you. Want you. You're my Hershey kiss, almond joy. The king size heart makes me want you more. Want you. I want you. It's your style and that smile, Hershey kiss. I be like, wow. It's how you tease, your aim to please. The way you move, I can't prove, 'cause you ain't mine yet. But you better believe I'm gonna climb that mountaintop. I'm gonna look beyond that deep blue sea. Smooth milk chocolate, sweet addicted Hershey kiss. You'll be, you're my Hershey kiss. You're my almond joy.
You're tuned in to 101.9 Interstate Live Radio, giving you the news you can use while you cruise. Down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate.
You're still tuned into Interstate Live right here with your girl, Lena Sanders on 101.9. We are still live with Miss Harmony Devoe, and you just heard, baby, my Hershey's Kiss. Girl.
It's Hershey singular. Yeah, we don't want to give them plural. You know, when you have that beautiful, beautiful, delicious looking man of yours, that's the put the pole in your bedroom, seduce your mind kind of song to him. Just for him.
My Hershey Kiss. Hershey. Yeah, definitely take that S off. My Hershey Kiss. I tell you that.
Yes.
So your writing is just so, and it's colorful, as I would say. That's the word I want to use. It's colorful, to where it's talking about maybe the anatomy of the man, or you're describing the man, or whoever it may be, man, woman, or whatever is in your head, but you can visualize it. And that's what I like about music, that you can visualize it versus you just telling me what you're doing. I'm groping and grabbing a breast. No, I want you to give me a picture. I want you to color it for me so I can imagine, I can dream about it. So
like that right there, you could change that around and say the sensuality of your flesh, and it'd be clean. You know what I mean? See?
Yeah, I mean, you paint the picture for everybody, and that's That's what I like. And that's why I was telling you on break. I said, you do remind me of a Jill Scott, because that's what we loved so much about Jill Scott, was because she painted that picture. And you guys have so much in common. You're giving us the picture to actually visualize. So if I'm sitting here and I'm working, I can actually work to this, but I'm in my mind, I'm visualizing that man that I'm with, or that woman I'm with, or whoever it may be. And I can still be happy and not feel, if I'm listening to this at work, I got to turn it down really low because my coworkers are listening to something they don't need to be listening to, or I shouldn't be playing in public. But it's giving you that visualization, and that's the great thing about your music. That is awesome.
I appreciate it. I'm humbled by the comparison to Jill. You know, she's a phenomenal artist and creator of music. So, you know, it's very humbling for me, you know. So I'm glad you guys like it.
Now, you know, we have this next one coming up. You're going to have to explain this to the listening audience. Guys, when I saw this title, I was like, oh, okay. So she has some explaining to do. I'm about to be mom. You have some explaining to do. You know, like, what's her name? I can't think of her name right now. Betty Wright, when she did Tonight's the Night, her mom said, I know you're not going to play that song. So
that's one of my favorite songs, too. Yes, indeed, you know music.
So
girl, I have to tell you, with this song, I was in my kitchen cooking dinner, and see, when you creative, it just hits you anywhere. So it was a joke to me, but my producer Tobias Tankard and the staff that was helping me pull this album together was like, no, you gotta record this. And then we just made it even more colorful by adding a male's voice onto it, Dwayne Bennett, who did all my music, because women, you know, honestly, for many years, I'm guilty as well. Anybody telling you that they've never faked an orgasm is lying to you. Okay, they have. We do, for many, many different reasons. We do. And so I learned as I got older that it's not a good thing to do. Sometimes we just want you to hurry up, or we not really feeling you. So we want you to do what you know, it's just that kind of thing. So the song Did You Fake an Orgasm is pretty much calling the sister out, saying, you know, don't fake it. Make him work for it. Let him tell you what's going on. So life too short not to have an orgasm and be happy. Make him work for that orgasm. So that's what Did You Fake an Orgasm. And it's old school rap. I used to rap back in the day. So we wanted to put a little old school flavor on it, you know, and bring it to life. And so yes, girl, that was my girl back in the day. Yeah. So it kind of in that vibe of that too, and so that's where Did You Fake an Orgasm came from.
All right, you guys. I mean, go ahead and introduce the song to the listening audience, and introduce it right, girl. Make it real juicy.
Yes. So for all of you who do fake orgasms and you want to be honest with your husband or your mate to let them know, male or female, this would be a great song to introduce for Talking Point. This is Did You Fake an Orgasm? And this, along with all of my music, is available worldwide to download. And you're very welcome. I'd love to be of help to you.
All right. Did You Fake an Orgasm? Harmony Devoe.
Yeah. Yeah, lyricism in motion. Orgasm when he did what he did? Did you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm when he did what he did? Did you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm? The worst thing in the world for a woman to do is to fake an orgasm. Did you fake an orgasm? Make a brother work hard, make him do what he do. Don't you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm? Make that brother work hard at it, girl, every time. Did you fake an orgasm? Yeah. Did you fake an orgasm? If you gotta get high just to make it rise, don't you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm? If he all up inside or he making you ride, don't you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm? See, it's all about the mind, get a mesmerized, then you have an orgasm. Did you fake an orgasm? Get that bump and grind, gotta take your time, don't you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm? Did you fake an orgasm? It's the scratch of her itch and the sound of her pitch, the twitch of her hips and the lips she bit. You know it when you see it, and I bet you can feel it. No faking around here, cause don't you fake an orgasm. Girl, don't you fake an orgasm. I couldn't fake it if I tried. I bet you fake that orgasm. Girl, why'd you fake that orgasm? Did you fake that orgasm? Yeah. Don't you fake an orgasm. Girl, don't you fake an orgasm. Yeah. I bet you fake that orgasm. Girl, I bet you faked it. Girl, why'd you fake that orgasm? Make that brother work hard. Yeah. Woo.
You're tuned in to 101.9 Interstate Live Radio, giving you the news you can use while you cruise. Down the interstate. Down the...
Do you like to dance? Do you love fitness? Do you love music and all the latest movements and tunes and grooves that are out there, and always thought about being a fitness instructor, but wasn't really sure on how to go about doing that? But don't wait any longer. You need to check out Get Pulse Fitness. That's getpulse.com, www.getpulse.com. Nationally accredited fitness brand, independently owned by yours truly right here, Elena Sanders. Make sure you go to getpulse.com. You can become a fitness instructor today, whether it's online setting or you can do a live training. Let me tell you a little bit about Get Pulse. Get Pulse is not only a nationally accredited fitness brand, it is internationally known, as well as its own music, own choreography, mixes, and so much more. We teach instructors how to be successful in their classes by educating them on the body, as well as engaging their students, choreography, and cueing, so much more. Check out getpulse.com today.
Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Elena Sanders. Interstate Live. Elena Sanders.
Yup.
Interstate Live. Elena Sanders.
Yup. Elena Sanders right here on 101.9 Interstate Live Radio. Give you the news you can use as you're cruising down the interstate, as you heard right here. We just finished listening to Harmony's Did You Fake an Orgasm? Oh, Harmony, that's hilarious. I just can't stop laughing. My co-host was listening. He was like, what? Wait.
Yes, indeed. The truth.
The truth. Did you fake an orgasm? So was there, you say you was sitting around and writing these songs. Was that an experience of you actually writing this song? Did it happen to where you had to really do that?
Girl, I wanted to help people in the world who are malnourished by not having them and faking them. I just don't think it's fair, you know. Don't.
I love how you say malnourished.
Well, you are. You got to think about it. That has a lot to do with people and infidelity. You know, you faking and the brothers walking around here with their chest stuck out like they did something. And they lying. They lying to y'all. She lying. Okay? You'll know if she has one for real. So I was trying to help everybody. I was trying to help the masses. Don't fake and don't be faked. Okay? It was a joke to me, but my producer loved it and they thought it was just the most hilarious thing in the world. Because remember, it's a dude on there saying, "Did you fake an orgasm?" You know, like, for real?
We want to know if they really, really, really know, or do they really care? So
right. And if they don't care, tell them you can't be with them no more. Just don't even fake it. You know, life too short. Don't have time.
Exactly. So coming up, we have I Love Me. Tell us a little bit about the song I Love Me.
I Love Me is very intense. That was the latest single that I released this past October. And this is the first song. All of the songs that you have heard, I have written. and produced. This was the first song that was written for me, and it was written by a male for women. So that's what made it so profound and why I agreed to do it, because I already, pumped up our men and, their design and how beautiful they are. This one pretty much touches women who suffer from low self-esteem, who, are breast cancer survivors or had some type of health challenges or been in dysfunctional relationships where they feel unloved and unwanted. So in order to have a healthy you got to learn to love yourself from within. So right before the release of it, it's like actual movement. I Love Me, the movement. I have maybe almost 200, I want to say about 240 women in a group of I Love Me. And we all uplift each other, motivate each other, even on social media with that group. So I Love Me really, really was a challenging song for me. Even doing the video, which is on YouTube as well. It was just very, very profound because it does touch upon domestic violence. It does touch upon when a woman goes to a doctor's office and gets bad news about her health. In that video and even that song, I broke down a few times doing it as a survivor of domestic violence. Mine was emotional and verbal, so it takes years to get you back and to know you matter. Your value matters, your worth matters. And so I was hoping to touch other women of all nationalities with this song. So I hope I did it some justice. It was a beautiful song to do.
Right here, you guys. Without no further ado, I Love Me, Harmony Devoe.
Sit up here and see me call you and you're not gonna pick up your phone, huh?
That's right.
You that busy?
Lyricism in motion, baby.
Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Holla at me later, yo.
It's not that I'm ignoring you, but I needed some time for me. See, I got so wrapped up in you that I lost my identity. Then something changed my destiny. I fell in love with me. It's not that I don't love you, babe. Now I can see God made me a queen. I will never be a victim of my self-esteem. I fell in love with me. I was blind, but now I see. I love me. Ooh, I love me. I love me. Ooh, I can't put all the blame on you, 'cause I fell out of touch with me. And I forgot my value, but life reminded me.
Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I've been busy. Self-examination, I've been on a mission. Deep inside, I was the problem. Low self-esteem, why bother? Then came a change, new self-image. Now I know my worth, priceless. Looking in the mirror real fast, this chick bad.
I fell in love with me. It's not that I don't love you, babe. Now I can see God made me a queen. I will never be a victim of low self-esteem. I fell in love with me. I was blind, but now I see. I fell in love with me. It's not that I don't love you, babe. Now I can see you're
check us out on Facebook.
You're tuned in to 101.9 Interstate Live Radio, giving you the news you can use while you cruise. Down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate.
It's Interstate Live with your girl, Lena Sanders, 101.9, giving you the news you can use while you're cruising and giving you music you can succeed throughout the day. I'm telling you, that was beautiful. I Love Me by Harmony Devoe, telling us we should love ourselves. Love yourself first. Versus allowing someone to hurt you and loving others and not thinking about yourself. You come first. You are special. You are number one. You're numero uno. That was beautiful, Harmony.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I hope it touches many. It's a really, really intense song to do.
That was amazing right there. I love me. And I hope everybody out there hears the message that you brought today, for them to say, you know, I'm somebody, I'm special. You know, whatever I'm going through, there's a helping hand. There's someone out there I can reach out to. There's somebody who's gone through my situation I can talk to. There's somebody out there. It's not just, you know, I'm alone in this situation. You know, I'm special no matter what I've gone through. So this is beautiful. Very beautiful.
Thank you. I gotta shout out Jamie Johnson, who wrote that song, to know that a man wrote that song for women. Wow. I cried like a baby when I first heard it. I was like, how did you know that was about my life? He was like, I did, and there's many of you out there that have been through that, and I felt you could bring that song to life, and I was humbled and honored to do that. So phenomenal songwriter right there. Phenomenal.
That is amazing for a man himself to actually write about what females are going through. That is phenomenal. That's truly phenomenal.
Yeah, real men recognize real women.
That's right.
You know,
that's right. So our final song of the evening that's coming up, Lord, Your Love. Tell us a little bit about that.
I created Lord Your Love as a neo-soul gospel. I wanted to create a different genre of music, and I wanted to give God reverence. I couldn't put that on the same project as Did You Fake an Orgasm, or, you know, talking about flesh, because we're both flesh and spirit.
Right.
And that's where I come from, is the gospel world, and I'm a worship person. You know, I'm not saved. I mean, like I'm saved, but I'm not a saint. I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual. And so I wanted to, as a writer, I'm not limited to one genre of music. I love all genres. So I literally just experimented and put Lord Your Love out there to help others to see what feedback I would get back. Because they always say you have to pick a side. You, as an artist, you have to either do R&B or you have to either do God. No, I'm doing all of it.
That's right.
He said I could thing. So, you know, we have to reach the masses outside of the sanctuary. So it reminds me of my boy Fred Hammond's song, I Feel Good, in my opinion. You know, so when I wrote it, I felt good about it. I still feel good every time I hear it. And Lord Your Love is just that. It's real neo-soulish, but it is gospel. It is gospel.
All right, here we go, y'all. Lord, Your Love by Harmony Devoe, right here on 101.9 Interstate Live Radio.
trust in you, your word depend, and I would be alright. You told me that I would be alright. Your love's so amazing, so amazing. I just can't stop praising. I can't stop praising your name, your name, your name. For all of my days, my days, my days. Ooh, even though I'm not worthy, the Lord God keeps blessing me. There's nothing He won't do for me. The word says supplies all my needs. All I gotta do is ask. In His name and trust in that. My God is able. He's my everything. Lord, your love's so amazing. You're so amazing. I just can't stop praising. Never changing. Your name to me. For all of my how sweet sound that said I just can't stop praising your name. For all of my days, my days. Lord, you're so amazing. Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Interstate Live. Ella Sanders. Interstate Live. Ella Sanders. Yup. Interstate Live. Ella Sanders. Yup. Interstate Live. Ella Sanders. It's your girl. Yup. Interstate Live. Ella Sanders. It's your yup.
You're still tuned to Interstate Live right here with your girl, Elena Sanders on 101.9. Lord, Your Love by Harmony Devoe right here. I'm telling you, we have gone through all of her songs. And I know she has something that's coming out, the works that's coming out really, really soon. I'm excited. I'm excited about what you're doing and just listening to your music and listening to the writings of your music. I'm really excited for you, sis. Mm-hmm.
That project is called The Friend Zone, and I think that's going to be amazing because all of us have people we done put in the friend zone.
Right.
That's coming in August. So tell them stay tuned. Download my music. It's worldwide. It's on iTunes, Spotify, the digital download media affiliates all over. Go to harmonydevoe.com. Check it out. Go follow me on Instagram.
Right.
Harmony_Devoe. Stay linked. Facebook, the artist page of Harmony Devoe. I'm all over. Definitely tell me you listened to the interview today. Shout out to Interstate 101.9 and my girl Elena for having me on the show. I appreciate you guys. If it wasn't for you, nobody would hear my music. So yeah, I'm appreciative. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Tell everybody where they can actually purchase your music. Where can they find it? Also shout out your social media, where they can follow you, all that great, wonderful stuff.
So here's the easy route. Go to www.harmonydevoe.com. When you go to my website, you'll see music. You click on music, it's going to take you to the media affiliates of Spotify. It's going to take you to iTunes. It's going to take you to Tidal and all of the other affiliates where you can download it right at your fingertips instead of searching. So definitely go to harmonydevoe.com and pull it up. If you want to book me for shows, hey, I do travel. I will come.
I know that's right. Tell them about
it. For you. And again, like my source said, you can go on Instagram. That's the new Facebook. Go to harmony_Devoe. If you type in on Facebook Lyricism in Motion or Harmony Devoe artist page, because I have 2 different pages. One is full, my apologies, but the artist page is the same. And reach out to me. I appreciate your feedback. If you want to see my videos, you can go to YouTube and type in Harmony Devoe. I'm right at your fingertips. Hell, Google me. You'll find me. I'm right there.
So
I thank you for
what's next for Harmony? What's coming up?
Well, again, I'm trying to get this second project done. Again, as an indie artist, we fund a lot. We got a new label. I have a new label, J3 Lyricology, and I'm hoping to help other indie artists who have struggled like I have to get their work out here and take them to the next level. I hope there's a promo tour coming. We're trying to work on this, get this song out here, The Friend Zone, and we're going to start promoing this all over. I even have a clothing apparel line with t-shirts, you know what I mean? So with slick tees, and the I Love Me shirts and other works that I have in place with Friend Zone. I am definitely aiming for the moon. And if I fall, I'll definitely be amongst the stars. So no stone is unturned with me. And that's what I'm doing.
That is beautiful. Right here, you guys. Interstate Live Radio 101.9 with your girl, Elena Sanders. Neo-Soul, R&B gospel artist, member of the best sorority that's out there, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And you have to go out and support independent artists. It is so important, as Harmony stated. They're taking the money out of their personal funds to actually supply what they need to actually produce this awesome music for you. They don't have the huge labels at the moment to pay for these things. Right. So with your support of even purchasing a song or 2 or the whole album helps them to continue on and to do more. And it's very important. So just my last question for you. Do you feel that it's important or do you think it's better to be an independent artist versus signing with the label? Because I'm hearing a lot of success from independent artists who may have a distribution deal, but they're still independent. So what do you think about that?
Well, it's kind of a hard question for me to answer because I'm indie and I've always been indie. So it's kind of hard for me to compare the two if I've not really been with a major label. From what I've heard is like you, that it may be easier and less political and complicated to be independent. Right. However, it is like about 10 times harder when you're indie because you have to rely on social media, networking, indie radio stations, those spreading the word about you, social media to get your work out here. Versus a major label, you go in debt from the beginning, but you do have the PR backing, you do have the marketing, you do have these things going on where they can take you to that next level, from the start of go. But is it lucrative for you? No. If you're in this to make money only, this would not be the field for you. Hope that you do want to live the rest of your life and have financial security from it. But the majority of people I know in this industry do it for the love of the creativeness of it. Do it for the love of music. And the bonus is the financial reward that comes from it. Because you put a lot more in than you get out as indie.
I'm
so
sure.
This.
It's the passion behind it too. Just having the passion for music and listening to your lyrics and listening to your music, I can see that there's a passion behind what you do, and you're a storyteller. So you're writing about your life, or you're receiving music that pertains to what you're going through. So you're telling a story that can help someone through your music, and that's what it's all about.
Indeed. I started to say, amen. Indeed, it is. But I definitely appreciate the support and the love. Definitely after you listen to the show, definitely give us some shout out. Let us know what's going on, because without you, there's no us. So
right.
I'm so appreciative of it. Thank you so much for having me on your show, Lena.
You're welcome. Right here on Interstate Live 101.9, giving you the music you need to succeed, giving you the news you need while you're cruising down the interstate. Stay tuned, stay locked, don't go anywhere. Right here, 101.9 Interstate Live Radio with your girl, Elena Sanders. Signing off with my girl, Harmony Devoe. Go get her music, you guys. Go get all that you can get. Support independent artists. Go back and listen to the music. Remember, if you're not listening to us live, you can always listen to the rebroadcast. You can also listen to it through iTunes, Spotify, Google, TuneIn, Amazon, many other places as well. Right here, 101.9 Interstate Live Radio. It's your girl, Elena Sanders.
You the news you can use while you cruise down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate. You're tuned in to 101.9 Interstate Live Radio, giving you the news you can use while you cruise down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate, down the interstate.